Hi, welcome to Jackie Bird's Creations. Today, our subject is Just Our Imaginations, hosted by Kathy Joe's DIY, uh, Rustic and Lace, and Sweet Tea and Butterflies. Well, we've got this challenge every second Sunday of the month. And this month, the challenge was balloons. Oh, it was such a hard one for me. Uh, K-cups, and foam rollers. Now I'm taking some of those chenille stems that have kind of the fluffy bumps in them, and I'm just molding them to make like a little body. Just kind of twisting them round and round. Oh yeah, I've got these little pictures that I'm going to use. I'm cutting out some of the heads in the pictures. Because I'm going to try to make these look old-fashioned, kind of like, well, they had chenille stems then, and they used pictures, and usually they use crepe paper, but since I have to use balloons, I'm going to try using a balloon. Now, two of them I like that turned out. The other one, meh. So I'm making a little slit for the head and the arms. And I'm going to open it up and get the arms in there. Well, yeah, the first one I didn't really put a stem up for the head. I thought I'd glue it on. It didn't come out quite as good. The last one came out the best. Okay, so I got it on. Just folding up, making little hands and feet. And I'm putting some stuffing inside of it to make it a little bit fuller, since it looked just kind of like a wet noodle hanging on the little body frame. And I decided to cut out this picture of Santa. I got these cards at Temu. My son got the balloons at Walmart. And I can't remember where I got the chenille stems. But that was a very old-fashioned way they made these. So I got the Santa, and I decided, oh, he needed a little bit of a belt, so I'm putting this, really kind of nice, it's not ribbon, it's more a bric-a-brac type thing, but it's gold, and kind of gold threads, so I'm putting a little belt around his waist made of the gold. I think this project took me longest out of all three projects. And I'm putting a little holly on his belt there. And of course he's got to have something to hold. So he's going to hold the gingerbread boy. See, he didn't look too bad. The other one I'm not really going to show, but the last one I will. I learned to leave a little bit of stem poking up. So I'm using some brown stems And the white stems. And I'm putting a blue balloon. The smaller balloons didn't seem like they would be able to fit over the body very well, so I used the bigger ones. Just getting it down there in place. Putting a little bit of that stuffing in. This one I wanted stuffed really well. And the stuffing came from a pillow. It was a pillow that had hardly ever been used, and it's in my guest room. But guess who lives in my guest room? Nutmeg, the bunny, if you haven't heard me talk about the bunny before. And that little stink, he got right up on the bed and chewed right through that pillow. I couldn't believe it. So what does Jackie do? Because I don't want to waste anything. I'll use it for crafts. Of course. I got this bead, I think from Amazon. I've had it for a while. I'm putting a little glue on top, and it's got the little disc with it. And another little bead, a little black bead. So it looks like it gives the snowman a hat. No, I like the way he turned out. He turned out really cute. And of course he's got to have a red scarf, so I cut another balloon apart to make his scarf. There wasn't any white balloons in there, so blue I thought would work for his body. A little bit of tack to keep it down. Oh, I had these snowflakes that I had molded out of resin. So I put one on his scarf and I put one in his hand. See, he looks kind of cute. Her, not so much. Wasn't real pleased with the way she turned out. Okay, there they all three are. All finished. And the Santa and the little girl.
The embellishments on both mittens and sprinkled
There
on
you get to see the
both
three
snow.
again.
I also applied adhesive along the bottom.
Okay, out of this red ticking material that you just saw, I'm tearing some strips. I tore 3 strips and they were maybe about an inch wide at the most, and probably not even quite an inch. So I took just a little snip at the top and then started tearing down. You get a lot of loose threads with it, but you just pull them off. And here's the infamous curlers. I really wanted the long ones, but I couldn't find them at Dollar Tree or anywhere. So I ended up getting the short ones because it was foam curlers. And I'm taking the plastic insides out. Those girls just think up some really crazy things. And I'm gluing them together. First I was just going to make little stubby peppermint sticks, but then I thought, well, why not glue them together and make them a long one? That works. Ta-da! And I had plenty of foam rollers to do it. Now, somebody think up what I can do with the insides. I'm sure I can do something with it, but I can't think of anything right now. But it's one of those things that you don't want to throw away because all of a sudden you'll go, I really could have used that. That's what makes crafters hoarders. We're very bad about that because we could use that. So I'm taking a couple of just regular chenille stems and twisting them together. I'm trying to get them nice and tight. And since they've got holes in them, I thought, well, I'll shove them down the hole. I have some good wire, but I don't know where it is. Ever since I moved, I don't know where anything is. So I could only get them to go through 2 of the holes. The third hole didn't seem to want to line up. But that was okay, that worked. Because I didn't really need the bottom ones to bend. Okay, now I'm taking the strips of the pillow ticking and I'm wrapping it around the foam rollers. It'll be fun to see what every one of us did with these things. And I'm sure some of us might have the same ideas. And I tried to make them lap over each other really well so you wouldn't see in between where the foam was. A little bit of glue to attach it once in a while, a little bit of glue between the rollers to make sure they're really secure. And just keep rolling it all the way to the top. You could do this with real candy canes, or not real ones, but plastic ones if you didn't like the stripes on the ones you've bought. The long ones at Dollar Tree would have been good because they have like a wire inside of them that helps them bend really well. That's why I wanted those, but I couldn't find them anywhere. Maybe other people had the same idea. Okay, now I'm going to try to give it a bend. It doesn't bend real good, but it would bend a little bit. A little glue to close the end. Oops. And see, they all bent. Not, like I say, not real strong, but they bent. And I think they look really cute and rustic. Okay, I'm taking some liquid patina from DIY. It's a medium that you Mod Podge with, or that you decoupage with, I should say. Mod Podge is a brand. And I've got this real cute Christmas paper. And this, it's kind of a cardboard container. And I thought, well, the Mod Podge will look good against that pink. So what I do is I usually do it in the middle and stick it down, and then I go down one side and smooth it down a little bit. Oh, need to cut off that edge. But I like the collage on the paper with all kinds of things Christmassy on it. Oh yeah, what I'm telling you about the cardboard container was some flowers from my friends I got in June for my birthday. Thanks, girls. Love you. Thanks, Muppets. She's my friend, and that's her nickname. Anyway, so I'm cutting off the other edge. A little bit more Mod Podge, or liquid patina here. And then, of course, I'm going over the top. And I'll have to get out another paper and do the rest of it. But I just wanted to show you on the front side how it looked. And cutting out the top. Okay, here we go with the K-cups. You'll see what I do with the container after a little bit. Okay, so the K-cups I painted kind of a pearlescent white, even though they're white already. And now I'm dabbing on some gold. And I wanted it to dab because I want to have it end up looking a little bit brassy, like an older piece of metal. Glad I had the K-cups. I'm the only one that drinks the coffee, really, but I only drink maybe 1 cup a day. And lately I've just been drinking chai tea. Okay, giving some dabs on the top. Pulling out some bells. I wanted some gold bells. And I guess I didn't film me. Oh, now I'm going back to the candy canes. Because I looked at them and decided they needed some ribbon. Well, I let the K-cups dry. Okay, I'm going to do a crazy bow. So you just kind of cut however long you want the ribbon. You just kind of crisscross it in different ways. And then I've got the chenille stems, and I'm going to put it around. And of course, I took it out of sight so you couldn't see me do it. But then I can just wrap it right around the candy cane. And just tuck the piece in the back. Now, doesn't that look cute? Okay, so I guess I'll end up telling you about the bows. I put a pipe cleaner through the bow and hooked the bell on it and then hooked it to the tree. I took a little bit of probably, I think it was a nutmeg brown, and did a little dabbing and stippling on the K-cup to make it look like metal that was had a patina to it. So I'm taking these and gluing them to this tree. I took these bobble things, and I bought this tree at an estate sale. Well, it actually came with a whole bunch of stuff. Not that I went out and bought it on purpose. And it just had these green ribbons on it. And I thought, that needs to be spruced up. So I found these balls at Joannes and put those on and put some foam in and put it in there and put it in the container. I've got the bells on it. I've got the balloon people on there. I put a gingerbread man on there. There's our snowman. And here's our candy canes. I thought about gluing them on the tree, but they're a little too big. If they would have been smaller, maybe I should have stuck to them when they were smaller. But they'll still look really cute as decoration around the house. I like to do assemblage, and these will look really cute in there. Or, as you say, assemblages. But in French, they call it assemblage. Well, I appreciate every one of you for stopping by and watching. And I hope this inspired you to use your imagination. You don't always have to copy me exactly, but I hope I give you some inspiration. Until we see you next month on the second Sunday, and hopefully they'll go a little easy on us with the items. And hit that subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. Bye for now.